back, everyone, and I'm so excited to announce that our podcast season 3 is here now. And yes, my name is Tut, and I'll be one of the new hosts for this seasons. And I'm really excited to take you to our podcast journey. And today, joining with us is Mabel, which is one of our new MC as well for this season. So, Mabel, could you introduce a little bit about yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Mabel and I'm currently second year of International Tourism and Hospitality Management majoring. And yeah, also new to the mics. As we are both new hosts for this season, we are extra excited and a little bit nervous to get started. So thanks for joining us. Today we got a lot to talk about, especially when it's come to dealing with unexpected. And yeah, I'm talking about the natural disaster.
Right, nature disasters are something we are all familiar with, but we often not don't think about that when it's until it happens, like earthquakes, tsunamis, or the wildfires, which have the outcome is really bad, like um, terrible impacts. And yeah, that is one of the things that happens really horrible, but when it's come to the reality, no one is like be aware of it and like truly prepare when the nature strikes.
Yeah, absolutely. Why those disasters are terrifying, today we want to focus on something that is more common, but it's still incredibly serious, which is flooding, especially here in Thailand during this rainy season.
Exactly, year after year, flood hits so hard in many parts of Thailand. But it's not just the rain that happened this disaster. There's a lot of things going behind the scene as well. That is what we are gonna talk about today.
Before we dive into it, we also want to mention the current flood situation happening in Myanmar. Just like Thailand, they are facing serious flooding due to the heavy rain and is reminder for how easily affected we all are by this natural disaster.
Right? Floods can happen everywhere as we know, but in places like Thailand and Myanmar, which currently like being occurs so like a regular nightmares, especially during the rainy season. So why is that, and what is making these floods worse each year?
So that's what we're here to explore. We'll talk about the root causes, things like geography, deforestation, poor urban planning, and how climate change is making everything even more unpredictable.
The thing is, while flooding is common during the rainy season, we are still not fully aware of it. From overwhelmed drainage system, rapid like urban developments, there are a lot of reasons why the situation is keep getting worse.
And as we think about preparation for the unexpected, we want to look at what being done, and more importantly, what still need to be done to protect community from the worst impact of flooding.
Well, preparation is key, but as we know, that is not an individual efforts. It's something everyone needs to be involved. I feel that there's a lot of things that we can do, like people can do as well. Things like having an emergency kit and also knowing evacuations routes and being aware of the risk and how to react when floods happens. It sounds simple, but small step always take like a big difference when disaster strikes.
Exactly. And while we can't control the weather, we can control how we respond to it. Communities that are well prepared can reduce the damage and recover more quickly. One thing from my point of view is that it's also important to look at long-term solution. Things like reforestation and proper land management can help reduce flooding in the first place.
Yeah, I agreed with you. Climate change is something that we have to address, and reducing carbon emissions and adapting to the changing climates will help us to prevent the impacts of floods and also other nature disaster in the future. And it's about making sure we don't make the problem worse by neglecting the environments.
So, to wrap up, it's clear that while we can prevent the natural disaster from happening, we can be more prepared for it. Whether it's individual or community effort, there are some steps we can take to prevent ourselves and minimize the damage.
Exactly, whether you are, take some time to think about how prepared you are for the unexpected. And also, whether you are in Thailand or Myanmar or anywhere else, which may occur the floods, which deal with the floods as well. We hope today's discussion help you and give you some insights into what's really going on and what can be done to prevent. Well, that is for today's discussions, and we are really thankful that you joined with us on our first episode of the season 3. So I hope you get something useful from our episode as well. And in the next video, we will come up with the more important discussions.
Until then, stay safe, stay tuned, and don't forget to follow us on both Facebook and Instagram for further update our Para Thailand student chapter. So see you in the next video.